music, but you tear me to pieces. So where does it come from?
Hey everyone, so today I'm going to be talking about a very expensive foundation brush. I'm very excited to see what my thoughts are and all of that kind of stuff because I am very in love with my beauty blender and I really want to see if this holds up to what everyone is saying. So this is a very expensive foundation brush. It is like a vibrating foundation brush and it actually is for your Clarisonic. I first saw this on Tati's channel and I was like, oh, that could be interesting, but then I was like, that could also be annoying having to switch your face brush with your foundation brush, but that's like a small little issue. That was my first thought. You know, if you already have your Clarisonic, then this is not a big investment for you, but if you don't have a Clarisonic, this foundation brush is over $200. Luckily, Allie had a Clarisonic and she just didn't use it, so I had the Clarisonic thing and I held on to this. This is the Mia 2. I held on to this for years. It just sat in my little drawer and finally I put it to use. I actually use the sensitive, what is this for? The Radiance brush on my face. It is one of my favorites right now, but I wanted to see if the foundation brush is actually that amazing. This is actually Allie's foundation brush. I borrowed it because this little guy is alone $39, which isn't too bad, but when you have to buy them together, it is over $200, and online they actually have like a foundation brush special, I guess, if you just want to buy this for the foundation brush, and that is like $250 or $300 if you, depending on what machine you buy. So that is a $300 foundation brush if you buy it that way, you know what I mean? Like they sell it as like a makeup brush type of thing. I'm gonna do half my face with the beauty blender, half my face with this little brush to see which one is better, which one's faster, and also cream contour and concealer. So let's see if this is actually worth it, or if it changes anything. This foundation brush, when you press it, you can see the little bristles vibrating, and it actually looks like it'll do a very good, kind of hurts my eyes to look at, to be honest. To start, I'm going to prep my face with my all-time favorite at the moment, the Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector in Topaz. This honestly just adds the perfect radiance, the perfect tan to your skin. I don't fake tan my face, so this just lets me match my body so much better. And it creates the most perfect luminous base for your foundation. A little professional on my pores just so we look more flawless. For my foundation, I'm going to be using the Milani 2-in-1 Conceal and Perfect mixed with a little bit of the Josie Maran Argan Oil. I'm just going to mix it on the cap, take 1.5 pumps of that. Then I'm going to mix it with 1 drop of oil. Okay, so I'm going to start by just dotting this on my face. This is one of my all-time favorite foundations. Gonna go in with the brush on this side of my face and we'll see how it looks. The girl at Sephora was like, you need this, it makes you look airbrushed. I'm like, okay. So I was like, Allie, I need to borrow yours to see. I don't think Allie liked this very much. I like the beauty blender because it soaks up some of the product, but I guess this is good at saving product. It kind of feels a little rough on my face. It kind of tugs on my eye area. So that is with 1 round of the Clarisonic. I feel like I like the beauty blender because it soaks up some of the product. This looks like I'm wearing a mask on my face. So let's see what the beauty blender does. Just look at the state we're in. I breathe you in and so I feel like the beauty blender was faster. I just want to like go on the side with my beauty blender. Maybe I have to do another round. I'm going to try blending it in more. Now this is a really full coverage foundation. I have to say that I did get more coverage on this side of my face, because obviously the Beauty Blender soaked up some of this product, but I feel like I like the Beauty Blender side more. It looks a little bit more natural for such a full coverage foundation. Now let's go and highlight. I'm just going to take the concealer, the Tarte Shape Tape in light medium. I don't know if you're supposed to use this brush for a concealer. Let's try. Okay, but that did blend that out really nice. That's nice, right? I don't know how I feel about that. Let's go in with the Beauty Blender. We're going for a very full coverage look because I just wanted to see like how airbrushed it can make you look. That was my goal. That's why I put the two most full coverage things on my face. And I'll just do my nose with the Beauty Blender. Definitely like the Beauty Blender side more. It also really hurt my under eye on the other side. I'm liking the Beauty Blender side more, to be honest. Now we're going to try blending out contour. This is my favorite NYX contour stick, and we're just going to go around and see how it blends. Let's see how it blends that contour. Oh, that's nice. Because I like using a brush to blend my contour out anyways. Ooh, that's nice. I like it for contour, I think. That was really fast for contour. Let's go in with the Beauty Blender. But this is like a really blendable contour anyways. I feel like literally my fingers would blend this out. I feel like this is very extreme. I think I like it a lot for contour. Okay, so this side of my face was done completely with the Clarisonic, and this side of my face was done with the Beauty Blender. I honestly like this contour. Overall, I think that it did a really good job at blending it out. I personally just love my Beauty Blender, and it felt a little weird not using it. I'm not fully blended like right in the corner of my eye, and I feel like this is a tool that like you can use with your Beauty Blender, but I wouldn't use it for everything. I think that if you are someone who likes applying it with your foundation with a brush, this would be really nice. I personally like my Beauty Blender. Do I notice a complete difference in like this side looks airbrushed and this side looks like shit? No, I don't, to be honest. They look kind of similar. Like, can you tell a difference? I don't know. I would definitely stick with my Beauty Blender for my concealer, 100%. So I'm gonna go finish up my makeup, and then I'll give you my final verdict. You know, like the girl at Sephora was making it seem like I was going to look like a flawless airbrush princess on one side, and then this is gonna look like I kind of slapped it on with my hands. But I truly don't feel like that it made that big of a difference. It did blend my contour out nice, so I have to say it did blend my contour out really quickly and really nice. But to apply my foundation, I think I would stick with my Beauty Blender, and definitely for my concealer, sticking with my Beauty Blender, 100% sticking with my Beauty Blender. But like I said, if you are someone who has a Clarisonic and you want to just pick up this extra brush head, go for it. I think that it can definitely benefit you. I think that it does apply your makeup nice. If you don't have a Clarisonic, I wouldn't spend $200 or $300 on this entire system just so you can have that they market it as. I don't think that that's worth it, to be honest. You saw how it applied everything. I think it applied it nicely, but I don't think that it's out of this world amazing. It blended everything nicely 100%, but I don't think that it was like anything crazy. That is my 2 cents on this. I don't think I'm going to continue to use this all the time, simply because I think it takes a little bit longer and my Beauty Blender is faster when I'm doing my makeup on the daily. I want it to be fast, but overall I think it does an okay job, just not worth going out and buying the entire system unless you are going to use this as a face washer, because it definitely is worth using it to wash your face. I hope that was helpful. If you were considering buying it, please let me know your thoughts and opinions on this product if you have them, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys.